Let's understand the definition of servant leadership. So, what is servant leadership actually? Servant leadership is a practice in which a person influences and or inspires people with a motive to serve them without executing power. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it powerful? This is what servant leadership is. Servant leadership is a practice in which a person influences and or inspires people with a motive to serve, with a motive to serve. My dear leaders, if you are a leader, you are learning about leadership, you want to lead other people, or you want to teach other people on leadership, or let's say of this topic, always understood. Servant leadership is being a servant first and then a leader. Absolutely clear. Be absolutely clear about this concept. You are a servant first and then a leader. What this definition tells you, you need to heed about it. And that is what the real definition of servant leadership is. The motto of servant leader is to serve first without executing power. It's not about power. Whenever your power comes into effect, that means your designation, your popularity, or your knowledge will come into effect, or you're backing up, people are backing you, those things will come into effect. When it comes to serving, nothing matters. Nothing matters. When Jesus was washing the feet of his disciples, nothing matters. There was no designation, nothing. He was just servant. Do servants have designation? Servants are servants. That's it. Simple. Servant. Servant leadership is about being servant first and then a leader. When you are executing servant leadership in your life, it's about serving people. It's about serving people. Always trying how you can help people. People forget about the motto of servant leadership and they try to execute their knowledge. They try to execute their power, which has been given by the organization, which has been given by the team, or which automatically comes, by default, comes within themselves. Don't do that. That's a mistake. That's a big blunder people make. That's not servant leadership, my dear friends. That's something else. You become a servant leadership. A servant leader is a servant first and then a leader. And when you follow or execute, or let's say you follow a path of servant leader, you don't execute power. No, there is no work of power in servant leadership. You are just a servant leader. You're just a servant there to help people. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You are there to serve people. And when you serve people, you will influence people. You will inspire them. You will help them. And that is how servant leadership goes.